Oh no. I say when we're done. I'm not leaving till I see the real you. Get up! I see why my sons fell to you. Even this lesser version of you. But I am not my sons. And your boy, Allfather, has plans for him. There he is. There's the god of war.
So with the recent news of Thor's VRR going up, I decided to revisit our little casino thing. I believe it jumped up from 0.008000 to 0.00803. So nothing really groundbreaking there, but every little bit helps. Now your nodes are gonna get more Thor. Granted, it's only 22 cents each, but you know what? It's better than nothing. At the end of the day, it's better than nothing. So I did do this one time off screen and actually had kind of the worst case scenario happen to me. I wasn't recording, so I didn't show it, but I'll just show a quick little example here. All right, so for example, start off per the rules we had. Let me backtrack slightly. So it's two things I'm trying to do here, right? I want to add one AVAX a day, like every day I do this, and I want to end up with around 750 Thor. Now I'm going to do that by adding, as I win, it's going to add to my Thor amount. Then I have to transfer some of that Thor back to AVAX. And so currently I believe we're at 2.6. So I believe the last time I was on here, we probably were closer to 1.8 or something like that. Then I got us up to 2.6. Transferred some Thor over, and now we are at, let me jump over to the other window, 728 Thor. So I'm about 30 below what I wanted to be at, but still at 2.6 AVAX. So we're going in the right direction here. But anyway, back to the worst case scenario. So I bid 10, I lost. So then I'm down 10, right? I'm going to turn into an L. Then I bid 20. Because per the rules, when you lose, you double. Now we're down 20. Now just to remind folks here, when you bid 10, the reason you bid 20 is because it basically doubles your payout, right? So in this scenario, let's say I actually won right here, right? I would have just bid 20. I would have got back 40. But that includes the 20 that you originally put in. So you really are just kind of winning 20 for 20. So we already were down 10. We'd be up 20, and then we'd have basically a winning total of 10. So the way this works, every time you double up, like the next one would be 40, right? And let's say you lose again. Now you're down another 40. So then you got to add it up. So now it's 10, 30, 30 plus 40 is 70, right? And then you would do 80, right? And let's say you win at the 80, you just lost 3 in a row. You win at 80, you get a payout of 80. And 80 minus 70 puts you at 10. So all of this is essentially just to win 10. So how many times in a row can you lose and still win the 10? But I actually had this happen. I lost right here at 80, which is a pretty sizable loss in the grand scheme of things. We only have 700. You lose 7 of those in a row, and you're out of Thor. So I lost right here. So this put me in a weird predicament because the Thor protocol as it is only lets you bid 86. So literally, I cannot double this one to basically continue the path. Eventually, I would have won XYZ. But what I chose to do instead was to start over. And the reason I did that is because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, what I've been seeing is a lot of the times when I'm at the 10 or 20 level, sometimes I'll just start with 20 if I'm kind of like a little bit short on time. But a lot of times when you just start off on the 20, you'll win a couple in a row. You win one, you win two, you win three. So in those scenarios, you're basically adding up a little bit of reserve as you go. So eventually, I believe you'll even out and you'll get past that. Now, if you just kept running down this list over and over and over again, obviously that's not going to work, and you're just losing money. There really is no comeback from that. I mean, this is gambling. It's a little bit of game theory with the martingale and whatnot, but trying to figure out what you want to do. So I kind of started over and I just kept playing, and eventually it did even out, and I was able to get enough for one AVAX to transfer over, basically to replace what I had lost plus a little more, and then I got the my Thor to about 730, and then I was kind of like, all right, I'm good for today. So let's get in there and try some more here. So as you can see here, Thor protocol price currently 22 cents. The VRR is currently 0.00803. Let's see here. What's this talking about? 1230. It was 2. Pretty big drop off. Anyway, let's go over here to the old bet suite. Let's go here. I want to go. Oh, let me check out the roulette. I mean, not the Russian roulette. I think I did a thing on that. Let's see here. Seat payout 0.93. What did? Oh, the buy-in was 1. Does that mean I won? I don't even know. No, I don't think I won. Wait, claim $95. Yo, I must have won. 5 out of 6. Okay, so maybe I came in like second. So I bid 1 AVAX, and I won out. Looks like 5.58 AVAX. Interesting. I'll go ahead. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Gotta give it a shot. Like some of this stuff, there are definitely ways to make money. This particular one, if I remember correctly, as part of their Russian roulette thing, they had like 100 seats. I believe this is their new game, but they had like 100 seats. I joined one with a one AVAX buy-in, and it had I think 100 seats total, but the one I joined only had like 3-4 people in it. So I kind of was looking at it, well, like 25% chance to win or something like that. Kind of judging off of this, I'm guessing 6 people joined in total, and then I was able to basically win, kind of based off of what that shows. So let's see here. I think we need to bump up our gas usage because I think the numbers are a bit off. But anyway, let's get started over here. So per the rules, we're going to start with 10 Thor. I like to do red. You can do black. You can do even, odd. I mean, all 4 of these are basically the same thing. You're getting the same number of spaces either way. I think what's more important is that you stick to it, whatever you pick. I wouldn't recommend starting with even and then swapping the odd. I mean, technically, it's the same numbers either way. So I guess you could just swap left or right, but me personally, I just stick with one and I just go with it. Currently, I do red. So let's start with red. I may need to change the gas on that other thing because it's still cooking a little bit. Oh yeah, we're way below the low. see if we can just update that a little bit. We'll do 28. I think we're going to have to go to that first transaction and going to bump that up. Yeah, if you ever do a transaction and it's just kind of like stuck, usually what you got to do is speed up the gas, which usually you can just go to like low or something like that, and that's usually fine. I mean, it's kind of up to you. But if you're too far below, basically nobody will take your transaction and validate it, because they can just simply make money off of other transactions that are going to pay them more. All right, so sorry, I had some technical difficulties. Gas was way too low. It's causing some issues. But I got back over here. Boom. You can see I did win. You can see, I don't know, there seems to be some issue with the times that are listed on here. But you can kind of see how I ended off the last time. Won some pretty sizable bets. Then I just kind of said, all right, I'm kind of caught up to where I wanted to be. So let me just go ahead and get off here. But we're starting off with a win right off the bat. So you can, in a way, put this 20 towards something else where we lost. And I recommend just go ahead and keep going. Go ahead and start over. Hit it. Red. Let me check out this gas here, because I need to get this. All right, if it's 17 low. Oh, that's just busted. Okay. All right, so now you're going to jump up to 20. Red. Network is busy. Gas prices are high. I tend to leave it on low for most things. If I'm minting out something like a NFT or something like that, then I'll go up to kind of what the site recommends or something like that. But in a lot of other cases, I find that low seems to work out pretty good. Especially like a lot of kind of little stuff where you don't necessarily need it to go through at a certain time. It's like one bet. All right, let's jump back over to Thor's website here. So we're at 748 and about 2.6 Thor. If we can get up to, let's say 800 and still above 2 Thor, I'm gonna count that as a win for the day. Gives us a little bit of a boost for the next time we play. All right, so what we at here now? 16. Yeah, that's close. Should be good enough. Let's see what we got here. We won, so I went back down to 10. You can go ahead and use higher numbers. For example, sometimes, like I said earlier, I'll just do 20. But the problem is, because of the 80 limit that's on there, or 86, you hit it a lot sooner, because you got 20, 40, 80, boom. So you see what I'm saying? You can only essentially not win so many times, and then you've hit a wall. I wouldn't recommend going lower or too much lower, because you also have the issue of kind of what I'm going through right now is the gas. If you're winning, let's say 5, some of these times where I'm winning 10, yeah, you're winning, and you've essentially made yourself an additional try before you hit the top limit. But the problem is you're spending so much more gas because you're having to go boom, 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 boom. that I just kind of don't feel like it's worth it. I could be wrong on that, but that's just kind of my personal opinion. Let's see what we got here. One bet. So we want another 20. Let's see here. So now we're almost at 760. So I need about 40 more before it's kind of like, all right, we're good. Taking a little bit longer than I like, but so the gas fees are high. And as I am a hobo, can't just be wasting money just to waste it. You know what I'm saying? Some of you rich people over here can sit there and pay that 37 cents, but I'll stick to my 29.30. You know what I'm saying? It adds up. You think about it, every 3 times you do it, there's $1. And that's kind of my point about, doing 1, 5, doing those much smaller things. If you're bidding 5 Thor, they're 22 cents each. You know what I'm saying? So you're just what, dollar? I don't know exactly what that is. Let me do some basic math here. What did I say? 22 times 5. So that's $1.10. So you're betting $1 to get $1.10. Like you're making 10 cents. That's where I see this as an issue if you go that route. So that's why I say it's a little bit better, in my opinion, to go ahead and at least start with 10. Then you're at least doing like $2 and you're spending $1, kind of thing. All right, looks like we just won again. So we're getting another 20. But as I was saying before, you're really getting 10 because you're just getting back the 10 you put in there, and then you're getting back an additional 10 essentially. So that's why when I'm clicking over here, you see the numbers not jumping up quite as much as what I was saying. Even I forget sometimes. Hobo life. All right, here we go. Yeah, if we could just win this out, that'd be pretty amazing. It's be a short video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what an idiot I am. Let me know if you have a different strategy you used to use or you use on this, or just in gambling in general. This is the martingale strategy, more or less, is what I'm doing right now. But I know there's a lot of other ones out there. I saw something the other day, and I didn't fully understand it, but they were like putting 10 on. It was like they were just going down the line. They just basically put 10 on everything. And it didn't make sense to me. But I don't know. I'd have to look into it more to see why. Because if you're only getting a payout for the one it lands on, but you know what? It might be because I think if you just bid on a number, I'll check after this. I think there's a multiplier that kicks in. So I guess it's like, if you, like, for example, if there's a 50, like, I think the 0 is like a 52 multiplier or something, if it lands on the 0. I don't think that's the same for all of these, but maybe it's like a 30 multiplier or something. By spacing it out over, let's say, 30 numbers, maybe it's kind of like the same thing. Oh, we won again? My goodness. All right, so let me see here. Okay. So 0 is a 36 multiplier. If you just own one number. Oh, it's also 36. Okay. So what happens when you just hit them all, like a whole row? It's a 3 times multiplier. You've essentially just done like 1 to 18, but you're doing it sideways, or the 2 to 1. I don't get that. Because if you did all 3, you just got a 1 times multiplier. So, and if the house has an edge, so you're pretty much guaranteed to win, but you're not winning anything. Paying 10, target payout is 10. But you know what? At the same time, I'm trying to process this in my head. So your target payout is 90. You're bidding 90. And then yeah, you're just losing money. That doesn't make sense to me. Because it's more like, unless it hits 0, it's going to hit. But if you only get back half, essentially, of what it is, if you put in 10 and you get back 10, you're losing the 10 you put in there. Like if you did 2 out of 3, then okay. See, now you're bidding 10, and you're going to get back 12. So in reality, you're really getting back 2. That makes a little sense. A little bit. But you still have the chance of, not getting everything. Oh, wait a minute. Why is some of these on? Okay, it's 1.5. So you're bidding 10 and you're getting back 15. So you're getting back 5. It doesn't really make a ton of sense to me. I feel you're increasing your odds, that's for sure. So overall, that would be something. Like I could maybe see something like that in a scenario of when you hit the 80 and it's like, okay, I really need to get back to where I was. Putting a little bit more risk doing it this way would potentially pull out a little bit higher rewards. But that's why I just like doing this one. Just doing the reds, Oh, let me turn that off. Red. They get 2 times. A little more risk. I get that. That's true. Anyway, enough of my talking. Let me get back to playing. Am I even recording this? Yeah, I'm recording this. We do it live. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. Gonna go to low. Also, crypto wise, when you're doing gas and stuff like that, make sure you look at the numbers of what you're hitting. Sometimes when you go into things, oh, looks like we won again. It will automatically say, oh, you have access to a million of whatever this coin is and stuff like that. And not to say that people are out to get you and things like that, but that can really mess you up if they get hacked. It's not even if you get hacked. If they get hacked, you've already given permission to say, yeah, you can have access to 1,000 of my AVAX or whatever like that. And if I remember, I'll put a video after this on how to revoke some of those. You have to basically go chain by chain and revoke them. And it's good to kind of review them anyway. You may have clicked on one on accident. When you join a website, a lot of times it's some of those first messages that pop up. It's like, hey, you want to connect to me? Hey, how much you want to give me? Hey, what do you want to do? Add our chain, whatever. It's one of those that kind of pops up. So it's one of those things you may not even really notice. Okay, so as you can kind of see here, this is what I mean. Like you can win. And if you just add these up, this basically takes care of an 80. You got a 40, a 20, a 20, a 20, a 20. So it's really 20, 10, 10, 10, 10. You know what I'm saying? So it really kind of adds up that way. All right, so let's review this again. Where are we at? We are at 788 and we're still at 2.45. What did I say? 800? Okay. So we need to actually win 20 more Thor and we can call it a day. Now I'm tempted to swap this to 20, but we're not going to do that because that's what they want you to do. And I want you to win. So I don't want to show you that. All right, what we got? All right, we spinning. We haven't lost in a while, so I'm a little nervous that it's coming. Oh, another red. Whew. They must know. Sometimes I wonder, because they're connecting to another site, but sometimes I wonder, is it tracking like, hey, he hasn't played in a while, so we want him to win, so he'll keep playing, or some of those type of things. That's in a way, that's why I think you shouldn't just like keep going, because I think it's designed for you to lose eventually, you know. But like I think it knows up front, is this going to be a winning bid or is this going to be a losing bid? But I think what changes is how much you bet on the time that it happened, you know. So I think that's kind of how it goes. I mean, I don't really know. I'm not a psychic. If I was, I'd probably be really rich. Like there'd probably be 100 likes below this video. I doubt I'll get 5. But that's kind of what I think happens. I don't know. I did go to school for programming. I know there's a lot of randomness that can be generated, often using things like the time, the dates, locations, a whole bunch of different mathematical formulas. Oh, look, we lost one. Boom, boom, boom. So it's hard to really say. But at the end of the day, I think it's just important that you don't really get on here and spend more than you can lose. And don't get like addicted to it. Like, oh my God, I gotta get it back. Like, Thor is 22 cents right now. Now, if this was like $1 each, you might have a bigger problem, 22 cents. Like, you could go in there and just buy more Thor if you needed to. It's not really a big deal right now. Thor takes off one day, gets back to $400 a coin and all that kind of stuff. Hey, I'm with you. This is a big deal. Right now, this is just a little way to make some money, If you want to keep it in AVAX, you want to keep it in Thor, you want to convert to something else, you want to invest in something else, I think this is a great way to do it. Oh, crap. I forgot to bump it up to 20. Funny enough, I won. But it basically just puts me back to even. See, and I feel like if I did 20 right there, I'd have won. All right, so we are still 2 short. 2 Thor short. And we're almost down to 2 AVAX. We're getting close to the point where I feel like I need to re-up. But I think I got some stuff to do today, so we're going to try to close this out right here. We're going to go, we want one more win. I thought about doing do 10 to get 15? But I'm not going to do that. We're going to stick with what we know, what's been working. I don't know how many I've done today, but I feel like I've lost maybe 2 out of 10. Boom, another win, another 10. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so as you can see, the martingale is very effective. I'm just kind of scrolling down. It looks like I've done 61 bets in total. And it's just kind of cool you can see that. But as you can see, it's a mix. It's busted. But you can see there's a ton of wins in here. A ton of them. And using the martingale, doubling, basically every time you lose, definitely can help you stay honest, not get emotional, not, oh, I got to get it back right now. I just lost 40. Let me bid the max. Don't do that. Like, stick to the plan. Like, if you go to an actual casino or something, if you go in there and you like, boom, let's say you go in there with, I don't know, $200. You go in there, bid $200, and I don't know, you win 400. Like, just leave. Like, don't sit there. Oh, this is the role of my life. I got to keep going. Like, no, that's what they want you to do. It's when they start offering you drinks and like coming over, like, they get the hot girl looking at you, and like sometimes like that girl is there just to mess you up, just to make you keep bidding because you're like, oh man, I really want her. Like, no. Like, just leave. You're not there to drink their alcohol. It's overpriced and all that stuff. You're there to make money. So make the money and then leave. Get out while you can. That's what I'm about to do right now. Please like, comment, subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. I'm small as small. And I'm a hobo. So, what's not to like about that? So anyway, I might put a comment or something below. Let me know your favorite strategy. Anything that you think I could do better. What do you do? Is it when you know, not even necessarily on the Thor protocol, but when you do the actual roulette, is there a different strategy you do? I know this one's a little bit limited because you, as far as I know, you can only put like the same amount on whatever spot. Where in normal roulette, I think you can be like, okay, 100 here, 200 there, blah blah blah. You can do different stuff. So curious, what do you guys do? All right, in case you didn't know, I's a hobo. Thanks for watching.
Oh no. I say when we're done. I'm not leaving till I see the real you. Get up! I see why my sons fell to you. Even this lesser version of you. But I am not my sons. And your boy, Allfather, has plans for him. There he is. There's the god of war.